Real Fam, welcome to another video. My name is Ntabi, and of course, this is Real Talk with Ntabi, a channel where you can expect everything empowerment and transformation. If it's your first time, do consider joining the family. I can promise you that you're gonna learn so much. You're gonna have many ways or many videos that will help you to become the best version of yourself. Because I think that is basically the main focus. We are not about you being someone else, but we are about you becoming the best version of yourself. All right, so it's another day. Hello, hello. Can see one person has joined. It's another day, and I felt the need to speak about business today as the video for today. I think it's also inspired by the fact that I've been busy throughout the day. I just managed to get a break now. Yeah. And a funny story, I was cooking and being working at the same time, and I just happened to burn the food. So it means we had to order food because I burned the food. Now the kitchen smells like, yeah. But anyway, your girl will sort it out. I love a clean space. I love a fresh smelling space. So I will sort it out. Get to me. Hi to me. Hey, thank you for joining. Much appreciated. Yeah, you know what? So that is the drama, my drama for a few hours ago. I was cooking a nice meal and then I got caught up with work in my office and yeah. Yeah, but anyway, we move, right? I'm okay. All is fine. All is well. It happens to the most of us. Yeah, sometimes work can be so overwhelming. You focus, you just keep your mind there and you get distracted and you end up forgetting that, hey, Gonja, I'm cooking, but that doesn't mean we can't multitask, right? So I'm just saying that, yeah, sometimes that happens. So sometimes being hard on ourselves and feeling like, oh my word, I didn't, make sure that the food is okay and all that. I mean, if there's a plan B, then there's a plan B. Why stress about it? Why stress over it, right? Okay, so today I wanted us to, oh, okay, I want us to really touch a little bit on business. That's why I'm even broadcasting on my YouTube, I mean, on my Facebook private group, Digital Boss, which is a platform for everyone who wants to be a mover and shaker, who wants to make digital moves. So, hence, I am also broadcasting there. Now, let's get to the point. I'm here to share with you how you can spot a business opportunity, how you can spot that, and of course, just grab that opportunity with both hands. Because I think most of the time it's easy for us to say we want opportunities, we want business opportunities, we want to start businesses and all that. But often when a business opportunity approaches you or somehow comes to your, it's on your face, you sometimes are not able to notice that or just, be aware that actually this is something that could actually be of great importance in terms of me leveling up or me taking up this particular opportunity, right? Now, I want to first start to take you back to when I started my business and to also just somehow align certain things that I wish I could have known when I started my business, things that I wish I could have avoided and all that, right? So now, when did I start my business? So my company, IL Designs Creative Approach, is now 6 years. It's 6 years this year. So is 6 years of, you know, just amazing work and just pushing as much as I can. But now throughout this 6 years, something that I need to tell you is that there was a time where my company was not operating. I registered my company, but it was not operating at the time. It was just, there. I just needed to register it because I knew that I want this company name. And if I don't register the name, chances are someone is going to take my name. And I did a few small projects and all that, but it was not something that is consistent because yeah, I remember I was a student and at the same time I was a tutor at the university I was studying at, right? So that was what was happening. But now, what made me see an opportunity to start a business? Because I think, excuse me, what made me decide to start that business? And I feel like I need to say this because I'm noticing, or I kind of get people that would often ask this question. I want to start a business, but I don't know what to do. I want to start a business, but I just don't know what to do. I want to sell something, I just don't know what to sell. I need something for me to make money, I just don't know how to do it. Now, that question, I think, needs to be carefully understood, and at the same time, it needs to be carefully thought of before you can even say to people that, I'm thinking of starting a business, but I don't know what and all that. Because something about business is that you need to identify you need to identify something or a problem that you've seen that you probably want to solve. Then only then you can just say, you know what, I think I need to start a business, or I want to start a business, right? So it's important for you to identify something that you wish to probably solve, like a problem or a gap that you've seen somewhere, and you realize, you know what, this could be a great business opportunity, and it's something that it's somehow in line with myself, with what I do, and all of that, right? Because now something about business, and we only realize that part as, as time goes, because when you start a business it's easy for you to just be excited, the business is running, is going, and all that, but without realizing the amount of work that needs to be in that work, or in that company. And you realize maybe a year, 2 years, 3 years later that, hey, you know what, starting this business was actually not the easiest thing, or it doesn't look as easy as it looked last time. So those are some of the things that you have to take note of. Uzani, hello. Hey, darling. Hey, hey. Thank you for joining. Thank you, dear. Much appreciated. Now, those are things that you have to take note of. And something about business is that it might not show immediately, it might not be clear immediately, but after some time, that's when you realize, hey, yeah, no, this is actually a lot. Because, when let's revert back to when you start a business. So when you start a business, you start by saying, okay, this is a business idea that I have, and I feel like I'm passionate about doing one, two, three. I'm seeing that particular problem and I feel like I need to solve it, right? So now, for me, like how it happened for me to have a business, what happened is that when I was still in high school, like I would often have like some of the students, like for example, when we have assignments, like programming assignments, some of the students would be lazy to actually do the designs themselves, the systems themselves, to develop them and all that. They will always want someone to help them out with their assignment, because obviously they want good marks, right? And when an opportunity arose where now this students, my fellow students, they would somehow approach me, and not just myself, like there were other guys that were just very, like, even more clued up, or they were very, very good, more than I was on programming and all that. So they would come to me, no, please design this for me, and all of that is for my assignment and everything. And then what do? I put a charge. I put a charge and I charge them for me to do that, right? And then obviously when I charge, it means that, okay, I'm benefiting something out of this. Not only am I even preparing myself for the exam, because if I do an assignment, there are high chances of that particular thing coming up into that in the test or exam or whatever. So it was a win-win situation for me. It was like I was just practicing, not necessarily spending more time doing something, because this was exactly what I was doing. So it was a total win-win. All right. Awesome stuff. Now, when I realized that, I was like, no, this is actually something one can actually continue doing, because when you get a taste of money, you want more. When you get a taste of money, you will want more. So I wanted more. I wanted more, and I would also even go to an extent of even looking for opportunities to say, okay, are you okay with your assignment? Do you need me to help you? Do you know that you're gonna need to pay me and all of that, you see? And some would not even mind, because yeah, they feel like, I need help, yeah, I'll give you money and all that. And I'm like, money, okay, bring it on. Bring me the coin and I'll do that for you. And that's how it happened. That's how I saw a need to really push my business, because I got a taste of money. And not only that, whatever that I was doing, I mean, the fact that I'm a designer, I started, you know, working on different designs, learning so much. I got so much interest, and I would always be curious to learn certain things, to somehow improve on certain things. And, it was just super interesting, and I enjoyed that. So I didn't even see anything wrong to even think twice about having that as a business. Now, as time went by, I now started familiarizing myself with other spaces where I can make money again. And that was considering, like, obviously, at the time, social media, we were just using social media. I mean, I graduated 2013. So I started my, when after dropping out at a different university, which is a story for another day. I went to another university where I think it was 2009. So 10, 11, 12. So at the time, Facebook, social media was there, but we were not utilizing it that much. It was just mainly to just do, just, yeah, playful stuff, posting random stuff, nothing too serious and everything. But I started talking about my work. I started talking about what I'm studying, and I even got people to be interested, to a point where I even designed a wedding portal. I think I was on my second year, or was it second year or third year? I think it was my second year. I designed a wedding portal for this couple, and this couple, we never met. We just connected via phone, via emails, and all of that. They were in Bloemfontein, and then that's how we connected. We connected, and I ended up designing a wedding portal for them. And right there and there, I was like, this is actually great. I mean, I need to really register my business, because I already had this name, but like, it was now starting to be difficult to just, when a person or a potential client, or when those people refer someone to me, it was difficult for me to say, okay, my name is Ntabi. Yeah, I'm going to design. It sounded unprofessional. And I was like, no, I really need to do something about it. Now, to realize that, when something is meant to happen, there will be many things that will happen along the way that will make you aware that, hey, this is actually a business. You need to put an effort in it, right? So the second time around, it was what I think one of my biggest project as well was this other couple again. Like, funny enough, I think um, the most biggest projects that I started with in my company were like weddings, because the first one I designed a wedding portal website and all that. And the second time around, I had to design invitation cards and print them out and all of that. And that was the most amazing work that I have ever done. The couple was just super impressed. After that, I started getting clients because I even did like a video, a wedding invitation using video. So like it was just super amazing, and the excitement, the satisfaction from my clients, they kept telling people more about me, and I was like, no, 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 no. You know what? This means I need to speed up things and really register my business. And I registered my business. That's how I actually even went to an extent of registering my business. And also in that process, I saw a need to actually start a business or have a business, right? Okay. I know I talk too much. Let me greet. Hey, Laquita, this is a good topic. Business opportunities become more clearer once you immerse yourself. That's so true. That's so true. I totally agree with you on that one. Thank you for bringing that point up. And thank you for joining, of course. So now, like Rita is saying here, like when you are clear, and then when you immerse yourself, it's so easy to see those opportunities. So I saw opportunities because first of all, I saw a need, like, okay, so this is what I'm capable of doing, and I realized that there's still more people that I need of what I'm doing, and it's something that I love. And why am I not taking up this as an opportunity and really pushing and getting more clients, or uh, formalizing it, making this official, making sure that my company is registered and it's official and all that. So fast forward, I registered my business. So basically that's how it all began. That's how it all began. But now where I want to get, okay, before I get to that point, now something about obviously registering the business, it was also that influence of the fact that I love being a designer. I love doing creative work. I love, being a creative. I mean, I remember there was a day where I didn't sleep the whole night working on a website. That excitement that I had, I was like, wow. And actually, that excitement happened even prior, when my web management lecturer requested that we design a just a mock-up, website mock-up. And I designed a website mock-up, presented it, and she even made an example using my, design mock-up. And I was like, oh my word, this is it. And the excitement of doing that was just super amazing. So where am I going with this? My point is, you can actually spot a business opportunity when you are busy doing other things, or when you're just doing something and thinking, this is just a hobby. Let's say, for example, you like sewing, you like, doing hair, you like what doing people nails, and then you feel like, and then you go like, this is just a hobby and all that. And right there and there, when you see more people having more interest in what you're doing, and yet you are just doing it because it's a hobby and you're not even charging for it, right there and there, that's when you have to start realizing that actually I enjoy doing this. It's more of my hobby and all that, but there's a business opportunity here. Because as you grow in life and as you evolve, let me not use the word grow, as you evolve in life, you start realizing the importance of time. So meaning, the time that you spend fulfilling that desire of that hobby that you have, having to plat 3 people in a day, and after that the day is done, you go to bed and you just continue with life. It's like, there's nothing interesting that happened, only that part. You didn't even benefit much, you are fulfilled because of that, but how about that fulfillment pays you? How about that fulfillment, that excitement, that talent that you have, how about it pays you And why not see a business opportunity there? Why not see yourself what pushing more in terms of um, making something out of that, or giving birth to something out of that particular thing. So that is basically what I did with my business. And this happened when I was even studying, not even having that qualification yet, but while I was studying. So for you, okay, at the point or the takeaway that you can take from this particular point is that you need to be able to spot a business opportunity in the midst of just everything that you're doing. And if you notice that, okay, you're doing something and you're really liking that thing, and you see the interest of other people, because something about business is it's a service. Business is a service that you offer to other people. This is a service that you offer to someone else, and in return, you get compensated for that, right? So for you to see a clearer indication of how where this could lead you, it's important to have that moment with yourself to say, okay, I'm aware that I love doing this and all of that. Now my time is valuable, and for me to just keep sewing for no reason, for me to just keep playing instead of you doing like what artificial art nails, just having what a doll hand, playing with that. How about you actually offer that as a service and make nails and like do other people's nails, right? Now one thing that I can tell you is that we perfect ourselves, we perfect our work, we perfect our skills by continuing, by still working on it. And I think the most perfect example, if you have a YouTube channel, let me make an example with a YouTube channel. When you have a YouTube channel, for you to crack the algorithm, for you to do well on YouTube, for you to be more confident and comfortable being on camera and all that, you have to keep practicing. Let's make an example with mathematics. With mathematics, for you to master mathematics, it means you have to put practice, like to always practice math until you get it right. So same with YouTube, you always need to be on camera to keep speaking, to keep creating content, to keep seeing how you can improve or better your content and all of that. And I'll make an example. When I started my YouTube channel, like getting to a point was sometimes so like it would take so long. And something that we have to note, or that we have possibly or probably have noted as YouTubers, is that people, when they get to YouTube and watch the video, they are watching to finish, they're watching to listen, and yet at the same time they are waiting for it to finish and then they can move on to something else. So when you get to the point, you make it easier for someone else to just, okay, keep glued up, unlike you saying a point and then the next thing you just off topic. And then I'm wondering now, okay, when isn't Tabby gonna get to the second point? Because like I need to do something now, but she's not getting to the next point. So it's easy for people to switch off because you are busy taking your time. All right. So that's something that we need to take into account. So like I said, for you to excel in your business, for you to keep what to keep consistent and to see where you can go, it means that you need to start, right? So because I had identified that opportunity, I started. And when I started, I said, you know what, because I'm still starting up and I'm still a student at the same time, let me also price my services, in a safe way, so that if maybe I design something or I did something for a client and it's not up to scratch, or it's missing something, at least I know that, hey, the amount that I'm charging is worth that particular level of my studies and all that. And sometimes we think that we undervalue our capabilities or whatever. It's not the case, especially if you're starting. When you're starting, it's okay to just, price yourself the normal way, and not, a level where you would say you are way too qualified and everything. Charge based to what you can do, or what the level. Because I think obviously when you're still studying, you are still a basic, or you're still a junior. So when I got to be a senior in my field, then I mean my prices changed, and I started obviously having a different outlook as to how I should, um, what price my business, my services, and all that, right? Okay, let me read the comments, and then excuse me, I'll continue. Mm. Lots of us have a business that we aren't using because we see it as our general interest or talent. Even though we are already offering that service, most people don't take themselves seriously. You know what? This is really something that I think inspired this video, because um, when I say know how to spot a business opportunity and just take advantage of it, is the same thing as you saying. You could be good at something, but you are sitting with your amazing talent. You are sitting with your amazing skill, or you are being used by other people. Because something again, you know what, like, and I noticed something with me that, like, okay, here's the thing. Something about me, I'm okay with just sharing knowledge, sharing information, and just helping out where I can and all that. And do you know that when a person comes to me and starts engaging about their brand, they want to do this for their brand, because I'm a creative. When they start telling me, already ideas are coming, and those ideas, when they come, I start talking and suggesting and saying, you can have this option, do that and do that. And that is consultation. That is a consultation that someone get charges for. So it's also that thing. And I was like, that's why right now part of my services includes brand consultants. So it has brand consultants, so that when you start coming up with your idea or wanting advice on your business and everything, I know that when I'm going to give you ideas of what you need to do, and you're going to go and implement that, I have benefited something, because that is also my time, and I'm engaging with you. I'm sharing with you the knowledge that I have. You know, unlike I'll be talking to you like that, and then after that, even the advice that I'm giving you, you don't even come to me to build your brand. You go to someone else. So it's like I'm not even benefiting anything, but yet you got the light as to which direction you need to take from me. So let's take our business serious, or our ideas serious, and somehow be aware that what we are doing could actually be of service to other people. Let's not focus on just saying, I like doing this, maybe one day I'll use it as an opportunity to do business and all of that, right? So we shouldn't do that. Now, like right now, I think the nails that I have right now, I've been okay. I've like, there's this salon of this I call her my sister, my favorite. She's a content creator. She owns a salon. Her name is Mpumile Dwaba. You probably know her. You probably follow her YouTube. I mean, you are subscribed to her channel, or you follow her on Instagram possibly. So she has a salon. So I was doing this as part of, obviously I love her work and I adore her. So I was like, you know what? For a change, let me stop doing my own nails and go and actually do nails somewhere else, right? And this is the second time, and I'm definitely gonna go for the third time. And yeah, I'm like, I love that. I love it, and I love the service, and it's perfect and all that. And I have nails here. So I actually do my own nails, and I have all the things that you need to put nails and all that. I have all of that. And already in my mind, I'm like, you know what? If it happens that I just decide to go home for like what, a month, for example, back home in the Northwest where I come from, I can actually take my equipment and go with them. And just when I'm there, I just, put a board outside my gate to say, hey guys, or to say, nail tips for this amount, maybe 100 rand or 50 rand, because it's something that, okay, I'm just, I'm home, I'm not doing anything. I'm probably there for like to just have a holiday or something. I could be doing that and making money because this is a skill that I've learned. And I know that this is a skill that also brings money for other people. So let's somehow take ourselves serious, and while we do that, grab every opportunity that is available. And this is not us saying, and I'll come back to some of your guys' comments. This is not me saying that you have to be a master of everything. 1 minute Ntabi is a designer, 1 minute Ntabi is a brand builder. By the way, I sell earrings, yes. Ntabi sells earrings. Ntabi sells t-shirts. When Ntabi designs website, Ntabi does this. No, no, no. It's not about you being all over the place. It's being able to spot a business opportunity at the right time, and if it can work for you, then do it. Right? I respect these people, very smart people that will consider if there's an event somewhere that they could consider buying stuff that are like that is like easy to sell. Let's say it's an event or some kind of concert. A person decides, you know what, I'm gonna have a fridge filled with cold drinks, ice, all that, because I know that a lot of people would want beverages, drinks, whatnot, and then you decide to do that. It could be just for that day, but imagine how much money you can make, right? So spot a business opportunity and take advantage of it. So we all have a sales mindset. If you have a savers, if you sell a savers, or if you offer a savers, and at some point you have the skill for sales, like automatically you are a salesperson. You can't even look at it any other way. If you're a YouTuber, you are a salesperson because you have to sell yourself, you have to sell your channel, you have to sell your brand to other people. So it's important for us to spot those opportunities and know how to grab those opportunities. It's not like you're being a master of everything. You're spotting that great opportunity and taking advantage of it right there and there. All right. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. So let me read the comments. There's one thing I enjoy doing, but never see it as a business. Even when people want to pay me, I always refuse. Hey, no, 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 no. Hey, uh-uh. You refuse even when people want to pay you. No, you know what? I understand there's an act of kindness, but there's a level where an act of kindness should just remain where it is, and then you start being kind enough to actually apply that act of kindness to yourself and not to other people, because you are actually working and putting in an effort or something like that. You have to benefit at some point. You have to benefit at some point. I mean, I can't say I've never like done like work freely for someone. I was like, don't worry, you don't have to pay me. I probably have done that, but it wasn't a mindset of, this is something that I like doing, I'm just gonna do it, and you know just offer it to people and just like that. But of course, I'm not going to be hard on you. It's possible that you don't see that as a business opportunity at this point. So that's why I'm saying on this conversation right now, we are going to break down how you can spot that business opportunity. So now let's save you from you losing out. You already see that you are doing something that you are enjoying, and you see that a lot of people or a couple of people have interest in that, and this is something that you enjoy doing, and when you do it, you just do it for free. I think it's high time you start monetizing that, because if it's something that you enjoy doing and people are liking it, and even some are willing to pay for it, you should actually see that as an opportunity. The same way as when I got students wanting systems to be designed, someone from somewhere wanting me to design a wedding website, I started seeing that. I'm like, okay, this is a great opportunity. Well, but lucky for me, I actually got paid, and knowing that I'm getting money for something, that also pushed me to actually even register my company. All right. So you need to start monetizing that. Unfortunately, we are kind. Our kindness, yeah, it should not be taken for granted. But of course, they're not taking you for granted, because they even offered to pay you, but you're not accepting. But what I'm saying is that also, play an act of kindness to yourself, because that is your time. That is something that you know, that is a skill that you have. There's someone out there who is charging, who is making a living out of whatever that you are capable of doing, and they're making sure that uh, you know, um, every month they are paid, or they make money over that thing. So start thinking of it in a business way, because, you know, as much as we give out value and all of that, there has to be some way where we benefit. And I don't mean this in a bad way, and I don't want us to use emotional blackmail of, "Oh, you're a child of God, you have to care and help others." Yes, but how am I going to help you if my cup is empty? If my cup is empty, how am I going to fill up yours if mine is empty? Hmm? So let's make a demonstration. So my coffee is finished, right? Not coffee, my rooibos. I was having rooibos. Can you see that? So if my cup is empty, if my cup is empty, it has nothing. How do you expect me to fill up your cup if mine has nothing, not even a drop? If it has nothing, how am I gonna fill up yours when mine is empty like it is now? Hmm? So you need to think about those things. And I will make an example. Let me make an example, and I'll go to the next comment. Oprah Winfrey once said that, Quincy Jones approached Oprah Winfrey, and Quincy Jones was needed what I think he needed a certain amount of money to help out at a like one foundation and all that. So he approached Oprah to assist and all of that, right? So Oprah refused. She said, "No, I won't be able to do that." And Quincy Jones took it fine, and then it was fine. So now it wasn't like Oprah didn't have that money or something like that. I mean, Oprah, she's rich, she is okay, she's sorted. Like, that woman is sorted, like, yeah, she has built her craft. And one thing I like about Oprah is that she built her craft honestly, so without degrading her values or what she believes in, which is something that is profound. And I think that is a part that I also grabbed from her, to say, you know what, this is going to be a part that I'm taking from your life story, or your journey, as my inspiration, to say, do not undervalue yourself or your beliefs or what you want to do. Just because your channel is focused on this particular content, someone is going to come and say your channel is not going to grow. You need to start putting out content that will, somehow be harmful, or somehow be affect other people, or attack other people, or something. If something is not, it's not, it doesn't resonate well with you, don't do it. Like, so now what Oprah, fast forward, Oprah said, and I think it's a quote. When your cup, uh, when your cup, ish, I want that word. Sorry, let me Google it. Cup runneth over. It's not her quote, actually. It's not her quote, but I think it's someone else's. But when Oprah was explaining it, was that you cannot pour from an empty cup. Take care of yourself first. So my point is, you cannot keep giving out the savers when you don't have anything. You get my point. Even if you don't need anything, you have it all, or you have a business, or you are working, you are sorted and all that. Even if that's the case, but I feel like the fact that you are offering something, it means it's taking something out of you. You get my point. So, like for example, for you to do whatever that you do for other people, it means it's time. It means you're gonna need to think. You need to come up with an idea and all of that. So all of those things are important. So you can't pour from an empty cup. Make sure that your cup is full, it's runneth over, right? Before you can do something for other people. So just take note of that. All right. Okay. Remy says, sometime an opportunity shouts at you, then the doubt tells you that it's too good to be true, and it passes you by. Ish. That's so true. That is so true, and that is a sad thing, because that's basically how it works, and that's what happens if you don't grab that opportunity. It will pass you by. It will pass you by. But I think that's the sad part of it. But now, so how do we solve this? How do we um avoid missing out or not grabbing those opportunities? So what we need to do in this case, we need to, of course, identify what we are capable of doing, and to be vigilant, and to just be aware of our surrounding, be aware of things that are happening around us, right? And now, when it comes to doubt, let's work on eliminating doubt. Let's work on making sure that this doubting part is not going to affect us anymore or ever. Like, yeah. And how do you work on doubt? You work on doubt by obviously investing in yourself. And investing in yourself could mean different things. You invest in your skills, you invest in whatever that you like doing or whatever that you enjoy doing. You invest in putting in an effort on something that to you, it's not just a temporary investment. You think ahead, you look ahead, you envision tomorrow, basically. So, and you make sure that whatever that you do is something that you passionate about. If you're not that passionate about it, but it's something that is great for you, you put that passion in it. Because sometimes people think that you are born with passion or not, and all that. No, for you to be passionate about something, you have to pull up your socks one way or the other to just make that passion grow higher and all that, right? So that's another point that you have to take note of. So once you can master that, the art of making sure that you invest in yourself more and in your skill, and you are honest with what you know and what you do not know. I think that's the most important part. You should be honest with what you know and what you do not know, so that when an opportunity arises and you somehow see it, you are able to tell if this is something that you're capable of doing. And you being honest to say, you know what, this I'm not going to be able to do. It's not like you are dumb, or you are not capable and all that, but it's because you know how to choose your battles. You choose your battles right because you know that, okay, I'm not the strongest in this department. I mean, for me as a designer, as a, you know, someone who did programming, who developed a couple of stuff, I feel like I'm more stronger in the design. And in terms of development, I I have, I can say I'm at the what, the intermediate position, not the advanced. Mm? Intermediate is where I am, not the advanced. So, and I do not even lie about it, or like, even for example, if maybe a company decides to say, okay, we're gonna hire IL designs to do one, two, three. If they're gonna do that and they want a specific skill, and IL design cannot able to what, to provide that service, I'm not gonna be, you know, run around the bushes and say, okay, no, I'll do it, and go and spend too much money trying to outsource people to do it, when I could have just said, no, I'm able to do one, two, three, and focus on that, and then that's it. And it's not an issue of I'm probably lazy to even learn something else or whatever. No, it's not the case, but it's me choosing my battles the right way. So, yep. Um, so true. And you don't want it to pass by, or to pass you by without even getting a chance to try that opportunity. Whew, yeah, hey. So now, yeah, I guess we wish not to, obviously, an opportunity to pass us by. We don't want that. But now the reality is that if you are not aware of the possibility or the potential in something, chances are you won't even notice. You won't even notice. You'll probably notice later when that opportunity passed, or when that particular position opportunity passed you by. You'll only notice after. So that's why I was emphasizing the fact that an element of doubt, an element of fear, because sometimes doubt is associated with fear, meaning when you doubt yourself that you can do something, it means that there's a bit of fear, that you fear that, what if I fail, what if I don't do it right, what if I don't, you know, put in a lot of effort, what if it won't work out, and all of that. So that element of doubt, it's accompanied by fear and all of that. So we need to eliminate this doubt by working on ourselves and working on your craft, by investing in yourself, investing in the skills that you are mastering, that you know. And that's why I'm saying that when an opportunity arises and you are aware of it, know your battles. Choose your battles right. Do not just decide and say, I'm going to take up this opportunity for the sake of just taking it. Make sure that you look into taking an opportunity that is worth your time, an opportunity that is not just worth your time, but that is in line with what you're doing. Because just because I'm a designer, it doesn't mean I'm doing all the designs in the world, all anything design. I'm like, it's not the case. It's not the case. So let's say someone comes to me and say, I actually want a um what is that? I want a signage. I want a signage design and printed and all that. I mean, I can design the signage, but can I print it? I don't have those resources for the signages to print all of that. So that is a part that I cannot do. So am I going to say, no, yes, I can do all of those, and then put pressure on myself, spend a lot of time looking for signage companies? Like, it's smart to obviously outsource, and you know, maybe somehow put a markup and team up with people and all that. But that eventually happens as the business grows and all that. But right there and there, immediately, when you can identify that, okay, this is only what I can afford, or what I'm able to offer you, why not just be clear and honest and say, okay, I can do one, two, three for you, and then this one I cannot do, but I can suggest that you go to so and so and whatnot, right? So that's why on my YouTube, I mean, on my what this no entrepreneur puzzle, which is an online magazine, what I did was to open a platform to say, when you have a business, when you have a service that you're offering, this platform is actually designed for you, so that tomorrow, let's say Laquita or Remy offers a certain service. Let's say, for example, Remy offers what gym or training gear, and then someone decides, Ntabi, I want you to design me a fitness logo. And after designing a fitness logo, what do? They say, okay, I want fitness gear. Because I don't offer fitness gear, possibly Remy, could actually do that, because he has fitness gear that he does, or whatever. He can do that part. So instead of me referring, I'll now go to Remy to say, I mean, uh, this is a brand that I'm doing, do this for me and all that. And I try to put a mock-up on it. Yes, it's a business mindset, it's a business idea and all that. But what I'm trying to say is that if you are not strong at a certain part, do not even force yourself to do it. Move it over, give it to someone else, give it to someone else, give it to someone else, and in that way you sort it. It becomes a win-win situation. You get to do a part that you are excelling at, you're happy, and then you give Remy the part that he can do. I excel in logos, I can design a logo, fine, great. When it goes to Remy and he excels in the design, I mean in the gym gear and all that, by the time a client gets their stuff, they are happy. So imagine if they were happy with the logo, but they're not happy with this part, because it was just the greediness of wanting everything to come to my company. Yet I'm not offering that. Like I know I'm a victim of trying to make sure that, okay, if someone wants something, I can outsource on my own and put that as my work, my job to do. And it's time consuming, and it can be tiring, and it can take up so much. So I decide, no, I refer, if I have the numbers, I'm like, okay, for this type of print, call this number, go to this number or whatever, and then they'll sort you out. Tell them that you were referred by me. They will know. They are my people. They'll know. If they're giving you problems, let me know. I'll call them. And then that's it. The rest is done. So sometimes we give ourselves work that is not even necessary at all. Okay. Okay, I'm off to a phone call and have enjoyed this. You always make great, actionable points. Much appreciated, Laquita. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. Hi, Irene. Thank you for watching. I just hope you're not just watching, but you're learning something, right? That's what I'm hoping for. All right. So now I want us to keep this to an hour, and I can see that we have 7 minutes that are remaining. Now I'm going to bring out the points or the tips that you should take note of when you start your own business, right? Now, these are the last points for this video, which are very much important. Now, something that you have to take note of when you start a business, understand that it's not just you having an idea of starting a business or identifying a problem and all that. It's important to understand that, okay, once that is done, you have identified that, okay, this is something that I can solve and all that. So how do I start everything? It's important for you to know that, okay, for you to start a business, it has to be in a legal way, it has to be in the right way, meaning you need to go through the CIPC, which is what, let me read that abbreviation. So I don't know in other countries what that is called, but I would assume that it's possibly the same thing, right? It's possibly the same thing. I'm not sure. So what CIPC means is Companies and Intellectual Property Commission. That is what CIPC means. Companies and Intellectual Property Commission. So that is where you make sure that you are going to secure your company name, and you even decide, okay, is this going to be a public private company? How big is this company going to be? Is this a cooperative? Am I going to have a staff members? Am I going to have shareholders, whatnot, and all that? So you have to identify those. So who is the CEO of the company? Who are the shareholders of the company? Who owns majority shares of the company? So all of those things are very important, and you have to do them when you go and register your company with Companies and Intellectual Property Commission, right? Which is a CIPC. I don't know what like maybe people from other countries what they use. I'm not sure, but it could be the same thing. Maybe I don't know, but yeah, you get my point. So that is the first important part that is very important, and then you also now need to know. Okay, so what is your financial year of your business and all those information, you have to get them right. That is super important. Now once that part is done, you will now have to think, okay, so this your company, what does your company need? Possibly, the logos and everything, those are just the branding part or the branding side of things. They can come after. So you need to absorb just about everything that is important when it comes to understanding business and learning all the things that you need to know for the business. Right now, I think the biggest deal also when it comes to business is that you have to know that since now you are a business, you are registered and all that, you also need to consider the fact that you have to be a solution to other businesses or to your clients and whatever. So you become a solution. So those are some of the things that you need to take note of. And the fact that you have a solution, it means that you have to bring in your A game. You have to bring in something, right? You have to bring in all the important aspects that are needed. And now it's important also to know that to calculate whatever costs that are needed, it's important for you to know the costs, or how much you're going to spend and all that. So now in South Africa, for you to register a company, it does not cost you nothing more than 500 Rand. Like, it's less actually. And I've realized that they are actually talking about us identifying what or spotting a business opportunity. Some people saw helping other people to register businesses as a business opportunity. And what do they charge? They charge double the price. They charge double the price when you could have just went online, try to do it yourself, and pay less. But some people decide, oh no, someone else can do it for me. So that person is benefiting because they saw an opportunity, because a lot of people, they are doubting that they can actually register their companies themselves, and they hire someone to do it. But of course, some people just hire because they don't have time to be busy um, trying to register companies. They have time to go and make money and make sure that the business is running. They don't have time for the admin parts and all that, right? So now, talking about going to make money, a business account is also important when it comes to business, because you cannot run your business using your personal bank or personal banking account and all that. It will not be easy for you to track the money that comes in, the money that goes out. So that is something that you need to take note of. And I know that sometimes you would take your company card and all that, use it and all that, and we need to eliminate that. We need to eliminate that and know how to separate the business side and the personal side, right? Your personal business and your personal account and the business account, so that you can even see when you do your financial year catch up, when you do your auditing and all that, you are able to see exactly what's happening, how am I winning, how am I making money, What am I losing and all of that, right? So that is very important. Now, a lot of people, or let me not exaggerate, I need to stop saying this thing of saying a lot of people, but there are some people that believe that for them to start a business, they need to get funding. So a person will say, I have a business idea, so I just need funding. You don't always need funding to start a business. You don't always need funding to start a business. You all you need sometimes, yes, there are some businesses that really require some kind of what capital for them to run, if it's of course a service that requires certain things that would need money and all that, so that is possible, but it's not always the case. But also, having said that, it's important to take note that you can't fold your hands and say, I want funding, this is my business idea, and hope that you will just get funding and whatnot. There has to be something that you're doing so that you can even get high chances of being recommended for that particular funding, for example. So, do you think if I'm like I'm growth fund like growth fund like Vostembuga's company, do you think I will invest in your business if you come and just tell me, just saying it that, okay, this is my business, this is what it does, and all of that, without actually me being aware of exactly what you are doing, what you're offering? Do you think I'll invest in that? I don't think, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't invest in that. So just having a great business idea is one thing, but also there has to be something that you've put in place, some kind of work that you've done so that you can actually qualify to even get that particular funding. So it won't just happen like that. So that's something that you need to take note, right? So another point is, when you obviously start a business and all that, you have to earn while you build. So remember earlier when we were, I'm not sure who it was on Facebook because it doesn't show the name. So they said that they're just doing something as a hobby, and people offered to pay, but they didn't take the money, blah, 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 right? So, and it also takes you back to my story to say, as I was still a student, but I was making money while building my company, right? I was offering services and charging whatever price I was charging. And I was earning while doing what? Building my business, building my company. And right now, I'm proud to say I've built my company. And now what's happening? I'm able to even build my business more because the advantage of earning while I build it, it was able to sustain the business to where it is right now, for it to still be where it is right about now. So that is another point that is important. So yeah, that's something that you have to take note of. So another thing about business, or of course, when you have, let's assume that you have already registered your business, is up and running and all that. It's important for you to speak about your business, engage about your business, because sometimes we, and this is what some of you guys, my subscribers, this is some of the things that you said to me, to say, hey, you should actually advertise your business more, right? Which I'm going to do right now. So once your business is up and running and it's working, make sure you speak about it. Make sure that you market it and all that, right? Make sure that people get to know what your business is, what you are doing, and all that. So That is super important. You need to be able to do that. You need to be able to do that. So remember that as much as we're saying that we are now giving you points of how you can start and all that. Because the main important thing about starting, honestly, is to make sure that you have your company registered the right way. And registering the right way, it means that you have to know the legal requirements for starting up, like all the documentation, all the things that are needed for you to actually get your business up and running. So now that is running, talk more about it. Talk more about it. Um, there's nothing wrong talking about your business, and you can never say you are talking enough about your business, because I might have done a live yesterday, and then I was communicating with you guys. The next thing, tomorrow, I still talk about that same point. Chances are there is someone who joined the live who wasn't there yesterday. They also get to benefit. So sometimes we think small. Yeah, we just think here, because what's happening is that we're thinking, oh, you know what, I shouldn't mention this because yesterday I said it. So someone who already heard it, they'll just ignore that part, because they'll be like, okay, no, she mentioned this yesterday. But someone who did not even hear anything about it, they will be like, oh, okay, all right, I didn't know that, I didn't take note of that, and all of that, right? So that's where we need to understand the difference in that regard. So speak about your business, tell people about your business and all that. Now there's this point, balance passion and wisdom. Wow. Balance passion and wisdom. So now, for you to have passion, or to have a balanced passion and wisdom, it's important to understand that passion is built through the drive that you have, the consistency that you have in terms of wanting to grow, wanting to see your business grow, and everything, right? So it's important for you to understand that, for you to make sure that that passion, it keeps balance and everything. It's for you to continue with you being consistent in terms of what drives you, and you work on it, you work on your craft. And there's nothing beautiful like working on your craft and making sure that you master it, you excel in it, and you bring it to life. And I can tell you this right now, that it's not easy to just build your craft, and to build your passion, and people can just see, and they see it, they see your amazing work. It takes time. It takes time. It takes time to build your own brand. It takes time to build your business to be like, what, fully clarified to a lot of people, or for it to be what, to be kind of made normal, that hey, this is a business, or for it to just stand out. Let me use that word. I think that is the right word. For your business or brand to stand out, you're gonna work. You're still gonna work. It can take you a year, it can take you 2 years, it can take you 5 years, it can take you 10 years. Unfortunately, if you are hoping that you can just get everything up and running, and everything just like that in a space of 6 months or a year, then you have another thing coming, because it doesn't happen like that, unless, of course, I don't know, your business was actually the highest need in the market. It's like that business of masks when the pandemic started. So immediately, the first company that probably made mask made a lot of money, because they obviously started that and all that. So yeah, but yeah, if not, then just know that you'll need to put in a bit of work. Basically, you will need to put in a bit of work. That's something that is very important, right? That's something important. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for joining. I love this commercial video. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's important. It's important to market myself. It's important for us to market ourselves, all right? it's quite important that we do that. It's very important. Now, I'm super glad that we had this conversation, and I'm confident to believe that there's some kind of wisdom that you got out of this, right? Now, I think the last point that I want to mention, which I think it's possibly, well, the most important one, which is the moolah, the ching ching, the money in the business, the money in the business. I mean, we spoke about the importance of you getting in a business account and all that, but also it's important to know the money in the business, know what's happening, know the zeros that comes in, and know the zeros that goes out, and all of that. And I know I remember like there was a time when I was seeing like some charges, like bank charges for my business account were just ridiculous. And then I went to the bank, I was like, guys, no, what's happening? Like these charges are just not normal. I feel like I don't understand why I'm charged so much money. So can someone clarify that? Can someone give me the light as to why I'm being charged so much money? And then they broke it down for me. They said, okay, the reason why you are being charged one, two, three, four, five, six, seven is because you are doing one, two, three, and then they even show me and everything. And I was like, oh wow, it started to make sense. So it's important for you to know your finances. Just because you didn't do business, or I mean, you didn't do accounting, doesn't mean you don't need or you're not supposed to know much about money and all that. So if you're in business, you will have to know about money one way or the other. And also, when we start our businesses, we are our own accountants. We are our own what financial advisors. We are our own, yeah, auditors and all that, because we cannot afford to hire someone, right? So when we are our own auditors and financial whatnot, it's important for us to make sure that we get to familiarize ourselves with that, to know how best to do it, right? So that is super important. So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to mention. Okay, since we're talking about money aspect, let's hear Laquita's comment. Let's hear you, honey. The money aspect is important to understand. Why my cash grew. That's so funny. That's so funny. Like, imagine asking yourself, how on earth did my cash grow legs and just run off to a fee festival? How? How? It is very important. It is very important. It is a very important point. We need to know. You need to know. Imagine month in, month out, you're busy. You see money coming, you see money going, yet you don't know where this money is going. You don't know, like, how did I lose money? But I thought on this day I did one, two, three. I thought, it's like you think you thought, yeah, you should have, could have, would have. Hey, know your finances and all of that. I mean, I'm not very, like, I don't like Excel that much, but being friends with a spreadsheet is important. And my husband is very good when it comes to all that side of things, like the spreadsheet and everything. And I'm at the point where I'm going to say, you know what, you need to teach me all of those things, because and I'm clued up now and all that. But before it was like the spreadsheet, no, I'm not gonna pay much attention to that. So we need to learn, we need to know where every cent is going, because if we don't do that, then we have a problem. We have a problem. We have a problem. So I guess it's high time we start doing that. And like I said, when your business or your company is still at its starting point, you will be your own accountant, you will be your own financial advisor, you will be your own auditor and all of that. So let's take note of that and make sure that we do things better. All right. So yeah, Yeah, that's about it. That's all I wanted to share with you guys today. Um, that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. So yeah, that's that. So I think we can end it here. We can end it here. So yeah, today was another day, busy day for me. And earlier, I don't know if you heard the first part when I said I was busy working on my laptop and then I burned food. Like I was cooking and then I burned food because I was just focused on what I was doing. And yeah, we had to order in, order food, and yeah. So I was like, yeah. But anyway, it happens. It happens to the most of us. It happens. Sometimes when you're busy working, it happens. But yeah, I think let's just be grateful for the opportunities that are there and let's spot them and take advantage of them. Let's spot the opportunities that are out there and let's make use of them. Let's take advantage of them and let's just make sure that it what we make them worth our while. Let's do that. I think we need to do that for ourselves and to really take our business serious. I mean, I don't believe that if you have a business right now and it's probably not doing great and everything, I don't believe that that can remain the same if there isn't an effort that you I mean, that if there's an effort that you're putting in, the fact that you're working on it, the fact that you're identifying things that you can do better and all that, it means that there's hope for you to do things better, right? So that's my advice to you. And that is something that I'm hoping that you can take from this video to say, if maybe you want to start a business, then take note of certain things. If you want to better your business, you take note of certain things. All right. So I've benefited often being glued on the screen for work. Notes taken. Thanks for this. Yeah, you know what? The burning of the food. And this is not the first time, hey? Honestly, this is not the first time. I think this is the second or third time I burn food while I'm working. Like I would hear a smell and yeah. Because we get carried away sometimes when we're working and it's like that a few minutes ago you checked the pot. The next thing you're like, oh my word. So have I been concentrated for that long? So yeah, no, I guess it happens to most of us. I feel better that I'm not alone. I feel so much better that I'm not alone. But yeah, thank you so much, Laquita, for your engagements. They mean so much to me. They really inspire me to keep going, and all the comments and insights they are really also helpful. And I'm forever grateful for that. I'm forever grateful for that. So and thank you for taking notes. So yeah, but let's not be hard on ourselves, hey. Let's not be hard on ourselves. We will be okay. We'll be okay. I guess that's what you get from working from home. And yeah, for me this is like the do I think I'll consider even buying an office space? Like and nowadays it's like, especially with the digital world, the digital space that I work in is like, is it even necessary to invest in a big building and paying paying your staff, paying for that big building and all that, unless of course there's a bigger need or there's more resources that are needed and all of that I cannot accommodate in my own house. But if I'm doing most of the things remotely, then there are certain things that can wait. So yeah, and I guess it's also a lesson of how can you better save money or make money or what be make life more effective or make life better for your business, and how do you make things easier for your team and all of that, and what works best, what is best, what is needed, what is necessary in that regard. So yeah, anyway, let's call it a wrap, guys. Let's call it a wrap. It's what it's 1 hour 20 minutes. I'm tempted to say let's stay until until the remaining 10 minutes, which is 9 minutes. So yeah, I think we can. I actually think we can, right? So while I think about what we're gonna discuss for the remaining 9 minutes, let me play some for you, some for you. So, so the nice thing about being in a debating team, because I used to debate at school, we had impromptu, right? Yeah, impromptus where you would be given a topic and being given possibly 10 minutes or 5 minutes to just come up with what a yeah a top not a topic, but a discussion or a debate between different panel, like a different panel, and you could be obviously agreeing with the topic or disagreeing with the topic. So um I was able to get a topic quickly as to what we can talk about for this remaining 8 minutes. Now, the remaining 8 minutes, we're going to talk about the challenges that I got to come across in my business, right? So the challenges that I have experienced and how I managed to somehow solve them and all that. So because I think we often talk a lot about there's great things that are happening in the business or the success of the business, but we don't talk about the challenges that are there. All right. So one of the biggest challenge that I had experienced in my business is to obviously it was regarding clients and all that. I I saw myself spending more money that is paid by myself and not my clients, because the clients were not trustworthy, right? So that was the first challenge, and that affected the business. And my communication or my approach to engaging with my clients was not that great, because I would just talk to them and then say, remind them to pay, and then they don't pay, right? And that resulted to me having to use my own money. Like, for example, part of the services that I offer is hosting. And hosting means that I also have what a specific hosting company that I work with. I'm more like some kind of a what a a reseller for them type of thing, but I have like my own account and I own that. I take care of that and all that, right? So it means that they also need to get paid. So what that meant was that I would lose out money having to pay using my own money when the clients were not paying. So that was the first part. So another challenge that I experienced in the business. Okay, how did I solve that one? So I solved that one by, communicating better with my clients, and to also see if the clients that I have, if they are not even doing something or paying and everything, I took a decision to do what? To just let them go. If they were not paying or whatever and they were not even budging or thinking twice, about changing the situation, or being better payers and all that. I said to my clients that, you know what, I would rather have 5 clients that are paying than to have all 20 or 50 clients that are just not paying and they're costing me money. So I'd rather let you guys go. It's not about me having a big number of clients in my business, yet I'm gonna suffer, meaning you guys are gonna what? You are gonna, bankrupt my business. So that's what I decided to do. That's the solution that I came up with. And it wasn't nice losing clients and all of that. Is like, money is, you're losing money, but at the time I didn't even feel bad because I wasn't losing money. I was actually saving myself from losing more than I had lost, because these people take forever to pay. Some they don't pay, and the fact that they're not paying, tomorrow they can come and decide, you know what, I don't think I need your service anymore, while you've been paying for their websites and whatnot, and then they were not utilizing them because they didn't figure out what they want, and now you have to suffer. So it's okay to accept that other people are not budging in terms of making sure that their debts are paid off and everything. So what you gotta do is to cut them out. And now, also another important thing, have a contract for your business. Have a contract in place. Never do anything without a contract. Have a contract, an agreement to say, okay, so this is an agreement between you and I. I'm going to provide 1 and 2 and 3 savers for you. And this is how much I charged you. And this is our agreement, and all of that. So that tomorrow, when you decide to even take such a matter further, you have all the proof and all the what you have proof that I actually um drafted a contract. This was our agreement. This is what we did. This is what is expected from me. This is what is expected from my clients, and so it's important for you to make sure that you have a contract in place in your business, because sometimes we are quick to just want to make money. We are quick to say, hey, yeah, this is a client, work needs to be done. The next thing, you do the work, then you are not paid up. You do the work and you still have money that still need to be paid to you, and it's never paid for. And those particular people, possibly they're nowhere to be found, or like, even if they decide not to even use the services that you provided for them, but the fact that you lost out on money and time, whatever the case may be, it means that you deserve to be compensated for the amount of work that you put in. So it's quite important that you take note of that part and make sure that you've got contracts in place. Don't just start business or do business without engaging your clients, or making them aware of where you are, your contract, and all of that. It is super important. It is super important. And it's difficult when you run your business alone. Like, it happens with me sometimes where, well, not the contract part, but by like the admin part of the business, just checking up on clients, checking if everything is in order and all that. It can be very difficult if your team is like, or maybe you have limited number of team that you work with, or staff that you work with. So that can be a little bit difficult. So my point is, consider what taking care of these small things that are very valuable and important, and avoid losing out on money or potential business because you didn't do things right. And it's okay to lose clients. It's okay to lose clients, and just remain with those clients that are paying, unlike someone who is not paying and is gonna cost you money. So don't be that person. Don't be that person. I mean, these are lessons that some of us have learned. It's lessons that you keep learning and instilling in yourself each and every day, and you keep reminding yourself, because you cannot dwell on just the point of I'll see what can happen tomorrow, I'll see what will happen and all that. So yeah, don't be that person. Don't be that person. And just like that, we have reached the end of this video. We have reached 1 hour 30 minutes. So we're gonna wrap it up here. Hi, Eugene Kitchen. Good afternoon, beautiful sister. Good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for joining. Much love and appreciation. Um, Unfortunately, I'm wrapping up. Good. I'm wrapping up. Oh, hi, Pindy. I'm crying. I'm crying because you almost missed it. I'm actually wrapping it up. So I finished the whole topic at 1 hour 20 minutes, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna carry it over to 1 hour 30 minutes, and I've reached that, and I was just about to say bye. I was about to just say that. Ahmed, it's okay. You know that when you have time, you will catch up. So it's okay. Don't even feel bad. It's all right. Yeah, it's all good. But thank you for stopping by. It does mean something. It does mean a lot. I appreciate. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, I guess I have to. Pindi, okay. If you don't want me to go, then join me live. Join me live. Join me here. Join me here. If you don't want me to go, let me send you a link. Let me invite you as a guest and send you the link so that you can join me. uh, I wish I could stay. I wish I could stay. You know what? This I'm realizing that the law. I'm in my PJs. Who cares? Who cares if you're? Yesterday I was on my PJs as well doing a pillow talk. But anyway, I'm not even sure because I'm connecting using my mobile device, and funny enough, it doesn't give me an option to even comment. Can you believe it? It's different from, oh, post a comment. Oh, okay, there. Oh, so there is. Okay, so there is a part to post a comment. So I just needed to click the more options. Oh, all right. Now I see. Now I see. I wasn't aware. So yeah, that is that is the link there. So I can only stay if you join me live. And who else is here? Who else is here? The last time I checked, I think what Laquita was here, but I think she was busy on a phone call or something like that. So yeah, so there's a link for me to stay. One of you guys need to join me here and have a conversation with me. If you feel like your PJs are a problem, just put a gown on top or just put a top, yeah, a different top, and then let's join in. Let's join in. I mean, cause like I've for the 1 hour 20 minutes, I managed to what I was done with, like obviously the conversation of the day, and I was like, okay, let's push it to 1 hour 30 minutes. So I was like, okay, I need to think of what I'm going to talk about for that remaining what how many minutes was that? Yeah, remaining whatever minutes. Yeah, those ones. I'm losing my train of thought because I'm looking at your comment. So yeah, and I thought of something quickly. Now I don't have anything in mind. Uh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. But now I feel like I don't want to go. Right now, I feel like I don't want to go. I feel like I don't want to go. I feel like okay, okay, fine. I'm not gonna go for you, Pindi. I'm not gonna go. I'm going to yeah. Let's continue until 2 hours. Ooh, I'm too kind, ne? Okay, let's continue. It's 1 hour 35 minutes at this point. So we have 25 minutes. 25 minutes. So the question is, what are we going to talk about for this 25 minutes? What do you want us to talk about, Pindi? Just ask me, ask me. Since well, I'm here, I'm not going. You have convinced me somehow not to go. So what should we talk about? What should we talk about? All right. No. Okay, let me think quickly what we can talk about. Well, I guess because the conversation is around business, we can still continue with business and all that. So before you joined Pindi, I was pointing out the fact that it's okay to just okay, all right, okay. Let me forget about that. Let me read what you're asking. Let's talk about finding your true purpose. Hey, all right. Interesting, interesting. Finding your true purpose. All right. So, my thoughts when it comes to finding your true purpose, for me, it honestly starts with knowing who you are, what you're about, what you want in life. But now, I think it's also important to start by understanding what even the word purpose means, or when you think about your purpose in life, like why are you here, like, and what does even what why do you even have interest or see the need to do something? Why do you feel like you need to wake up every day and do something? Why do you feel the need to even think about why you are existing in life, why you are on earth, and all that? So, what is purpose? What is purpose, right? So, so it's basically a reason for something, right? A purpose is a reason for something. A purpose is something that you are. I believe we are born with a purpose. According to me, I believe that we were born with a purpose. We were created with a specific role to play or a purpose to fulfill in this world, right? That's what I believe in, or that's what I think. And the book that I read, where is my Bible? It's a little bit far. The book that I read, which is the number one book, the most important book, the Word of God. I think it speaks a lot about that, right? Now, how do you find your true purpose? Um, I will speak for someone who believes in God, someone who is probably a Christian, someone who, yeah, who believes in God. I mean, I respect that there are people that are different and have different beliefs, whatever. But now I can only speak for what I believe in, which is God. So the fact that I believe in God, it means that for me to find my true purpose, I need to firstly know God, to firstly understand what He wants for my life. Yes, it might not be easy to understand what God wants for your life, because it's like you'll just keep praying or engaging with God and you will want to see things revealed in your life, right? But now the nice thing about God is that He doesn't speak with you through like Him coming to you and looking at you and saying, "Hey, my child, I'm here. This is your purpose, fulfill it," and everything. He has a way of communicating with you. He speaks with you in different ways through other people, not just you as praying and things just happening. He has a way of just bringing people in your life to actually make you aware of certain things. Now, how do you find that particular purpose or that purpose? I think you firstly need to find God. You firstly need to know your existence first. You need to know like why you are even on earth. And I think it also brings us to a point where we need to also go back to engaging with uh, those that have carried us, those that have seen us grow, those that have even raised us. I talk about our parents, I talk about our elders, having a conversation with your elders and just engaging with them telling you about your childhood life and all of that. And apart from that, because that is just not even 5%, it's 0.1%. So it's 0.1% of the whole finding your purpose thing, but it somehow um, enlightens you into the direction that you're going, or it brings the light of where you go or where you are going or where you need to go, right? So that's my thinking right there. That's my thinking. Please correct me where you feel like I'm not maybe explaining right, but this is just what comes to mind, and how relating it to who I am and how I even do things, right? Or even how I live my purpose, I fulfill my purpose and make sure that you know. So finding that true purpose is it's by, yes, identifying or knowing who God is, and being able to listen to him when he speaks to you, being able to get a direction or clarity on certain things in your life, and also for you to know, to wake up with with something, like needing, having the desire to do something, having a reason to be motivated each and every day to do something, right? And I don't think that we can just get motivation from just you saying, Tabi, you need to be motivated. And Tabi, you need to constantly be inspired to do something. And Tabi, for you to fulfill your purpose, it means that you must constantly what push yourself to do something, like. But it's all about understanding that there is a special need, not any other need. Where's my Bible? You know what? Okay, let me go virtual. But it's gonna confuse me. It's gonna confuse me. Because I will have to now look for that verse or whatever. But now, something beautiful about a purpose is that it makes you aware that you were chosen to do something. So I can tell you when I discovered my purpose. I've always believed, or I grew up believing, that I'm the chosen one to make, to bring the change that I wish to see in my life, in my family, and all that. I've always believed that, and I've always even uttered with my mouth that I am chosen. I am the chosen one to do this, to do that, right? So with certain things that I've experienced in my life, I saw a greater purpose to to be a light to others, to to just be a light, to be a candle that continues to light, that does not switch off, that continues to light. And I can tell you a little bit of like a story of my life. So when I was still young, I was probably what, probably 6 7 years, I don't know. In my back I have a scar that I grew up having, right? So this scar, I got this scar at the time where my dad, he came back from work and he had chips, and I don't know, a couple of stuff. And what I did, I had a friend. I am still friends with her. Her name is Tebucho. She stays back opposite my house, right? Now, I was like, you know what? Dad, my dad brought chips and everything. I want to go share with my friend. So I took 2 packs of, I mean, I was a child. I somehow you could call it, I stole another pack because they assumed that I took 1 pack for myself, only to find that I stole another pack. So what I did, I rushed trying to jump the fence, go to back opposite, go to my friend's house so that I can give her the chips. I got stuck as I was trying to jump the fence to go over. Is it over or under the fence? Like, yeah, because I had to like pull it up and go out. And then unfortunately, the fence really gripped my back, and it needed to be taken out. And it meant I was crying. So my parents are coming. Even all those chips, I didn't even know where they ended up. And I had to be, I don't know after that what happened. I cannot have, I don't have a vivid memory of that uh, particular moment, but I remember my parents coming, helping me out, and all that. But as to what happened after that, I don't have a great memory on that part. But now this scar reminds me, or is also a reminder to say, God brought you on earth to be a light to someone else. The fact that I was going to help my friend, I mean, not to help, but to give her or to share something with her, it meant that, this is some kind of light that needs to shine. I need to be able to share what I can with others. I need to be able to just bring light on someone who is not happy, who is sad and whatnot. I need to bring light to my family. I need to do this and that. And I understand that it can be a little bit confusing to say, but is that your true purpose, to come and just do something to other people, for other people and all that? I believe that God shows you certain things. I truly believe that God somehow shows you things. Um, I can share so many testimonies that I got to see that God is alive. God is really saying something about your life. The fact that I was able to just gather so much strength and be able to do whatever that I was able to do, just around me, not just for my family. The fact that I have a foundation where I help in terms of helping other people, disadvantaged people. It means that this is a purpose that I need to fulfill. God has sent me on earth to fulfill this purpose, to make a difference to someone. So that's basically what's happening, right? So I believe that I didn't just wake up and decide to do that. The fact that I do public speaking and speak to others, I don't think it's something that just came naturally. Because even every time when I speak, or every time when I go and speak at an event, I don't just randomly rock up and just stand on stage and start speaking. There's a higher power that speaks to me. And every time, before I even say something, I often say this, that God, please, may you please give me the strength to be able to deliver this message. May you speak through me. Because I believe, I know that when you work with people, you are transferring something. This is energies that you're transferring to someone else. So it's very important that what you say, it's something that is God is also translating to you. As much as I got to prepare and everything, but when I stand and speak there, that will not be just me speaking, it will be God transferring this message to other people. Because another thing, a lot of people come to us, a lot of people come with different things happening in their lives. Um, they are stressed out, they are worried, they are depressed, they need help and everything. So when a person comes to you being like that, it means that they are also hoping that you'll probably say a word or two that will really make a difference, that will make them feel better, right? So that's why I need to always allow God to speak through me, right? Now, is that something that is just happening naturally? It's not. It means that it's a purpose, and for you to find it is to be able to see the things that are happening around you. And if something is happening in your life and it constantly happens, if you become curious about doing something, it means that you need to pause a little bit and just talk to God about it. Like, God, what is this? Highlight what am I doing and all of that. What is this? What do I need to do? You get my point. So that has to be something that you look into, or something that you understand, something that you become open-minded on, you know. So, and now this is, I think, a part where we've been just talking about just purpose, and realizing that, okay, this is a purpose that God had for me. And now let's touch more on true purpose. So true purpose starts from within, right? Already God has given you the purpose and everything and showed you. So true is truth, the truth, meaning you are living the truth, right? You are not living a lie, you are living the truth. It's like whatever that you do, you are being truthful, you are being real, you are being what realistic about life, you are being realistic about things that are happening, and you remain true to yourself, to your creator and all that. And truth means that you have to do right by yourself, do right by your others, else you are not living your true purpose. If you are a deceiver, you keep saying things, yet you do something else, and yet you're saying you live in your purpose. Again, what do we mean by purpose? Purpose is doing something that you are gifted with, something that is within you, that is inside of you, right? I hope that I'm making sense. Let me pause. um there's a verse that I want, I think. Let me check quickly. There's a verse that I want. So First Peter, let's see, living your truth. Exactly that, exactly that. And I wish for you to jump in there, Pindi, and just maybe comment, and maybe, like, because sometimes it can be a bit confusing to someone to say, how do I even identify what a purpose is, because I can explain more on in a godly aspect, as to connecting with God and everything, and for someone else it could be a different story. I don't know. So I don't know what your view is in terms of um finding purpose. Like, how I'm explaining my vision. What is your version of finding your purpose? Because maybe there's someone out there who might feel like, okay, Tabi, I hear you, but I feel like when I was born, um, I was born and I grew up, I lived my life, and I just started noticing something that I'm more paying attention to, I'm more what curious about, and it looked to me like that is my purpose. So someone might be confused. So I don't know what what how you explain this. I'm curious to hear your point of view as well. I know that you said we should speak, but obviously we're speaking. It's not like I'm speaking, right? So we are speaking. So I'm curious to hear your point of view. Um, discovering yourself, discovering yourself. Yes, that is also part of it. That is also part of living your truth, discovering yourself, because um, knowing your truth, discovering yourself, it means that that is where now the reality of things come in. And I think I also want to bring up this point to say that sometimes discovering yourself doesn't just happen just like that. Um, this might be off topic, but I'll say it anyway. But I think it will somehow what work to this conversation. So when I was growing up and like studying up in terms of being in relationships and whatever, I always thought like I knew what love was. I always thought like I know love and all that. Love is me just having a partner. Love is us going out for movies. Love is us holding hands and kissing and all that. So that's what I thought love was, right? And this is what I thought all along. And then there came a time in my life, as I got into be even older, where I now started to feel love. So I thought I knew love all this time. Love is that and all that. And I, in my mind, it's like I knew love is based on what is happening, what is perceived to be, and all of that. Until I started what? Feeling it and knowing how it feels. And even when I say it, when I say I love you, I know exactly where it's coming from. Then it will be like, okay, I love you. You don't even know why you say you love a person. You don't even know why you are even uh, um you know hugging them or even kissing. You just don't even know what you at the time. It's like, okay, it's something that is there. It's said that love is holding hands, going to movies, buying each other chocolates, kissing, doing whatever. You get my point? So until I got to feel it, that's when I could be able to really say, yeah, I know how it feels. So now it's the same thing as purpose, because um we can grow up, or you can grow up and be told that you need to feel to fulfill your purpose on earth. You get to motivational speakers saying that you need to uh, what to fulfill your purpose on earth. Preachers saying that your purpose on earth is to serve the Lord and to do 1 2 3 and all of that. They're telling you, but the fact that they're telling you all of this, purpose that, what what are you feeling? What are you connecting? Are you connecting to that purpose that they're talking about? The minute you discover yourself through the word, through what you believe in, through what is happening in you, in your life, in your space, when you're sitting and thinking, but my purpose, that that moment, that's when you can realize that you can discover, like, this is your true purpose and all of that. There has to be a feeling, there has to be a connection, there has to be that amazing, what, I don't know how to explain it, but there has to be that thing that shakes you when you think of this and whatnot. And even when you connect with such a thing of, okay, this is my purpose, how you connect with that says a lot about if this is the true purpose that you have to live. So that's what I think. That's what I think. All right. Finding yourself in God. Exactly. It sums up what I was saying. Finding yourself in God. And you can never find yourself if you don't even know who He is. So you have to know Him first and then find yourself through Him. Okay, sis, I love your points tonight. Please do dedicate a video on this. Oh my word. Okay, okay, okay. All right. Okay. I think I can do that. I think I can do that. Um, Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm actually glad that you suggested this. To me, purpose is the reason why something exists. Yes, yes, yes. Or was created. Yes, yes, ma'am. I believe that finding a purpose means knowing the reason for your existence. Yes, 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 triple yes, 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 yeah. There is, okay, this is pertaining to the why of your life. Ish, yes, girl, definitely, definitely. I am with you and I fully agree. And you know what? You have even put it so nice. I think we are on the same page, but I think you know what? It's like I've just taken a book and just took out all the pages and put them. Yeah, I think you've summed it up. I was just all over, explaining, going into details. This sums it up. This sums it up. I truly agree. I truly agree. You need to know why you exist, why you are created, and there has to be a reason. And of course, like you're saying, the existence, why you exist, like why do you have to wake up every morning? Why do you exist to be able to do the things that you're doing? Why are you on earth? Oh, I love it. I love it. So true. So true. It's about hmm, it's about know what part. Okay, it's about, is it, I think you're trying to say it's about knowing what part of you, what part to play. Okay, hey, English, ne? Let me read properly. It's about to know what part to play in the world, such that one day, okay, when you leave Earth, the world must be different and be better than how you found it. Mm. It's about knowing your part, or the part that you need to play in the world, such that the day when you leave on earth, the world must be a different and a better than how you found it. And it brings me to that question that it's normally asked. We are normally asked this question: when you leave this earth, what will you be remembered for? That question, when you leave this earth, what will you be remembered for? When you are normal, what will people remember about you? When you leave this earth, what will you be leaving behind? And leaving behind, we're not talking about your kids, your cars, your monies, and everything. What will you be leaving behind that will continue to the next generation? I'm not talking about monies and whatnot. What is that? What is that seed that you have, that you're gonna leave, and make sure that it plants to the next generation, and it carries over to the other generation, and yeah, yeah, no, deep, deep. So yeah, very interesting. What an amazing, wow. Thank you for suggesting that topic. It was nice to really talk about the true purpose. And um I think it's a very important topic that we need to talk about, and we need to ask ourselves often. And like you said, I should dedicate a video to this. I will definitely do that. I will put it on my notes. I will put it on my digital notes. And yeah, I think you know what? And I'm even tempted to say, Pindi, how about we actually um, do a collaboration on this? How what do you think about that? It's either we do a part one, a part two. So we do part one and part two. So part one, we can start it somehow and maybe introduce purpose and go deeper. And then part two, just like that. And we have different parts on our channels. I'm thinking like right now, because I feel like, yeah, it's actually great. It's a great topic. But yeah, we will definitely talk about it. Uh, Please sleep. You seemed so tired. Ah, I hope that I'm not like not engaging. I hope that you don't mean like maybe I'm not engaging and everything. I am a bit tired. I mean, yeah, I think obviously talking too much can be a little bit tiring. But anyway, I don't like lights, so I think my eyes, maybe that's why. But yeah, it's fine. I think we can end it here. So yeah, I like the idea. Awesome. Awesome. You know what? Let's even make it better. Let's take this to our DM and let's arrange it. Let's see how best we can do it. Let's do it and let's make it happen. And yeah, I think we'll take this to the DM. So it's late now, so I guess we can even engage about it tomorrow if that's okay. So yeah, I love it too. I like the idea too. So yeah, let's end it here. The 2 hours is done. We even exceeded. It's 2 hour 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Okay. Now, super awesome, my queen. Thank you so much. And thank you to each and everyone who joined in. The fact that you've watched this live until this time, or, of course, if you're doing a replay and you're watching this until this time, I appreciate you and thank you so much for the love and support. May God continue to bless you and find your purpose, find that purpose, and yeah, may just great things happen in your life. All right. You have engaged a lot. You shared powerful points. Thank you. I'm just releasing you because you kept what I kept you up. Ah, you know what? Okay, yeah. I sometimes get so caught up in something, and I would just want to continue. So, but yeah, I think this time I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm accepting to be released, and I'm gonna take that. Because yeah, sometimes you just go, I'm like, okay, maybe another 30 minutes, the next thing is an hour and all that. So yeah, it's also an indication that we need to have that what what's the word, to have certain boundaries in terms of how far you can go. And again, the beauty of, especially what we're doing, such engagements, is that you just don't want to just be there. You want to be fully present and engaged. Right now, I'm fully present. But I'm obviously a bit tired and all that. But that's besides the point. But I want the engagement to be just amazing. I actually wanted to read this verse. I wanted to read this verse. So this verse is a 1 Peter verse 1 Peter verse 2 to 9. Is it verse 2 to 9? No, First Peter 2 verse 9. Really, Tabby, you don't know your Bible? Yeah, it's First Peter 2 verse 9. It says, "But you are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's special possession, that you may declare the praises of him who called you out of darkness into his wonderful light." But you are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's special possession, that you may declare the praises of him who called you out of darkness into his wonderful light. So I don't know, I feel like this verse kind of somehow speaks about us being chosen, and whatever that we do, the purpose that we even fulfill, it's because he has called us for that. Okay. All right, Pin, when I remove the mic, when I remove the mic, when you know. So good night, my queen. Good night to everyone. Good day if it's during the day where you are. But yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Powerful script. Uh, thank you. Yes, it's powerful. No, it's powerful. It's powerful. Good night. Listen, good night. I'm not talking anymore. Good night. Bye. Have a good night, Pindi. Aunties. I am gone. This is me saying bye.